What's good? Good morning. What's good with your peace and blessings to the good energy people? Much love. Thank you for chiming in. You're back with D.A.P. The Perspectives. David Allen's podcast. Make sure you do me the favor and press follow here on Facebook and also go over to YouTube. If you're here already, press subscribe. Thank you. We're going to get right to it right away. No problem. Listen, y'all see that the situation now is going on with the cease and dismiss situation with Remy Ma and Papoose. Papoose lawyers actually sent her a letter. I think they had something going on in the background. They had an agreement, I think. They had some type of agreement. But anyway, the lawyers sent Remy a letter just basically discussing the situation that she had going on at a cookout at Angie Martinez's cookout, something like that they had recently. But she said a few things in her diss record, a diss track, that they didn't like. And for whatever reason, they sent her this letter to stop it right away. If she don't stop it, they're going to go a little further with some court situations. My question is, since they both are battle rappers, Pap did a few battles, you know what I mean? Remy did a lot of battles. Why don't they just go ahead and put it on wax and see who can rock out that way? That would be a good thing. I think that would be dope. Or let them both have their partners be a part of the rap battle as well. How about Clarissa trying to battle Remy? How about Pat battling Easy the Block? That would be good. Bring it to wax and just go ahead and get that paper. You know what I mean? What y'all think? Let me know you guys hear me or not, too. Put a 1 in the chat. Peace and blessings. I'm going to be real quick. I'm going to be really quick. So, yeah. So, I'm going to show you guys the letter. I'm going to show you the letter. There's the letter right there. Yep, that's the letter. And it basically is just discussing, letting her know that if you don't, we're going to proceed with more. They're going to try to drag it through the courts. That's all it's about. They said, I write as follow. Following up with the prior email regarding the recent publication. All right. The recording by your client in which she directs profane, insulting, and highly negative remarks toward my client. The content of the recording appears designed to demean and disparage him publicly and serves no constructive purpose, particularly in light of the parties' ongoing matter. Being that they're already in court, they've been in court for a little while, they basically don't want nothing to be going on in public. And if you notice, I don't know if you noticed or not, Pat has really not been trying to go at Remy in a negative way in public. He's always tried his best, you know what I mean? But, you know, prior to the court cases, prior to them going to court, of course, they both was doing a lot of little things in the media or on social media. I think Pat went on line maybe one time for about, I think it was 2 or 3 hours. And that was his first time ever speaking. But prior to that, Remy was definitely on the social media every single day going in. So here we are now to the point where Remy put out a diss track, right? And the diss track is something that she actually performed. She performed it at Martinez cookout. And at the cookout, she not only did the track, but she actually mentioned his name. A lot of people say that she didn't mention nobody's name. Maybe in the track, the original studio track, maybe there was no name mentioned then, but there was a name mentioned. There was a name mentioned at the actual cookout. Now, that's the part a lot of people really didn't realize. So let's find that video real quick. Oh, I think I got it. Let's see what the video actually entails.
Shout out to Angie Martinez that got niggas after my life because I said I'm single. I was forced to pick a celebrity crush. She picked Skepta. Listen. You brought it up, Ren. To further clarify, I be single when niggas stop asking for half, but that's between me and y'all. Come on.
All right, so we know you know who she's talking about in that situation. So the lawyers are looking at that. Just mentioning he wants half when the ninjas stop asking for half, basically. And we all know who they're talking about. And that's just a narrative she put out. Those are her words. No one ever heard Pap say he wants half of his ex-wife's money or assets. That was never heard of until Remy did this. And by her saying that, influence is powerful. They both have a little influence. Remy definitely have for some influence. She's in the public's eye more so than anything. So anything she says, sometimes the people that got love for her, rightfully so, they're going to believe it. But it's not necessarily the truth, because we all know when someone is hurt, when someone is upset, especially a woman that's scorned, we all know they will say some of the most negative things to assassinate someone's character, especially their partner or their ex, to make them look bad in the public's eye and to make themselves appear to be good. Now, I'm not saying they both don't have they both not perfect, put it like that. But do you think this is going across the lines with this type of situation right here, as far as this rap battle? I think, to be honest, I think they should put this on some wax, man. Yeah. I think they should go ahead. What's good with your peace and blessings? JDL, much love, man. Thank you for chiming in, bro. My man JDL. Appreciate you, brother. I know you out there in the South somewhere. Much love and respect to you guys, man. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. Good morning to you as well. Yeah, man. I think they should put it on wax. Why don't, if Pap did write for Remy, if he say he did, because he did say that, why don't he just write for Clarissa? Have Clarissa and Remy go at it on wax, get money. And then you, Pat, battle my boy Easy LeBlock. You know what I mean? That would be dope. I think that would be real dope, man. Yeah, but Pap did say, I'm going to get back to the video where Remy is rapping at Martinez cookout. But first, I want to go over here real quick. You guys see the letter. I'm going to get rid of this letter real quick. Stop the letter. That was the lawyer's letter that was sent. But I'm going to add this on as well. Let's see. Here we go.
Said you write 3 songs for Remy Ma.
But the fact that you mentioned my children and fabricated all these stories about me, about this money, when I wrote 90% of your rhymes since I met you, I can type a word from any one of your verses for the past time I've been with you. I wrote like 3 songs on your first album. I can come in my email drafts right now, which has dates on them, y'all, 2016, 14, and you can literally see her lyrics pop up, the whole rapper pop up. But let me say this, though.
Poppy said you write 3 songs for Remy Ma.
But the fact that you mentioned my children.
All right, so that's Pap's claim. And this is Remy's response of what Pap is saying. She actually did an entire diss record. There we go. Again, we know who she's talking about. This is not like, even though she didn't drop a name right there, we all know that their lawyers, which is Remy Lawyers and his lawyers, know that they're in court on a situation. And the internet is running crazy with this half thing. You know what I mean? And that's because Remy put that word out far as half. Pap never, I repeat, you never heard Pap. And if you did, go ahead and find it and pull it up and show me that. You never heard Pap say, I want half. Remy was putting that out. And now she got people believing that. And that is far from the truth. This man was really, truly in love with Remy. He wouldn't want to have her suffering in no kind of way. You don't realize there may be things that Pap may have that they have gotten together, purchased together, and he just want, rightfully so, what's his. Whatever portion it is. It could have been something, something small. It don't matter, but he may want portion of it. You know what I mean? It could be a car that's rightfully so, that's his. It could be this, it could be whatever. So it don't necessarily have to be half. I think a lot of people getting that misconstrued, all right?
Dummy on a beat, so it's a banger.
Big Bronx.
To be honest, this track was dope, though. The track was fire. You know, I can't deny that. Nobody can't deny that. The track was fire. Real talk. I got to give it to her on that.
It's reminisce. Ram, watch how you talk to me. I'm a mogul, bitch. You getting surgery in exchange for. I'm a king on the yacht or some YOLO shit. You keep jumping on my dick like a.
Now, she actually, implied that somebody's getting surgery. And, they know who you're talking about. So those are accusations. We don't know if that's true or not, but she's putting out those words to make it appear that this girl is getting surgery, which is Clarissa. And that's defaming. It might not be true. So you're putting out stuff because people already believe her. Even when she was talking about how Pap didn't sign, that's not the truth. Pap actually filed the divorce papers. So how he didn't sign?
In competition with herself, don't even know that bitch. Hoes be doing the most, so it's so dick. I've been cut since I was wearing bubbles, bitch. You get a bullet through your shirt with her. Nerving niggas think that they wrote those hits when they whole career they never go from shit.
There you go, right there. Those words right there she mentioned, which was talking about you never really wrote those, you went there and wrote those words and you never really ghost wrote nothing. So she said, you're claiming you wrote my hits, but you never ghost wrote shit, right? So That's where the lawyers are actually, coming in to say, yo, stop all the talk on these tracks, because now you're moving into an area of assassinating someone's character, and they can take you to court for that. You know what I mean? So that's the difference right there. Because these are claims that you're basically saying that he didn't write your music or no one else's music. All right. Now, the lawyers will say it like this. The letter basically reporting describes Remy remarks about Papoose as profane, insulting, and highly negative. But I'm going to give it to you like this. You're not just making a rap song, if you think about it. You're not just making a rap song. All right? You're publicly disrespecting their client. That's how they're looking at it. You're publicly disrespecting my client. And you put in negative accusations about him out to everybody, every other day or every other week or every other month. And I think they just want that all to stop until the legal situation is done. I'm gonna play the music a little more.
Not for me or anybody else. You always acting like you help a Pat, nigga.
Now, people don't really hear that. She actually said his name right there. And I'm hearing people on the internet always talking about, she didn't say his name. She didn't say his name. We're going to rewind that so you can actually hear it for yourself.
Go from shit, not for me or anybody else. You always acting like you help a Pat, nigga. I know what the problem is.
Plain and simple. It's clear. It was very clear. You go watch it for yourself. All right? The letter actually that the lawyers sent that was concerning Pap. Now, we know exactly who she's talking about. And you putting it something like that in a song, it really don't make it, people know who you're talking about, no matter how you twist it. Because it's not a situation that is, you're dealing with somebody else in situations like this. It just lines up and adds up to what the situation in court is all about, and you're actually talking about it. And, nobody's really stupid.
I don't really brag up, but you don't talk about prices when your bag is up. Keep talking numbers, but the numbers ain't adding up. You want to be a baddie, but you ain't bad enough.
This song is fire, though. It's dope. I'm telling you, this song is dope, man. This is a dope diss track. I ain't gonna lie. It's not her beat, by the way. It's not her beat. But she riding that beat. Remy can rap for real. So what do you think about the battle between her and Clarissa? If there was a battle and rap between her and Clarissa, about this whole situation, you think Remy would trash her or what?
I know how to network. How to network. You know you getting money when they Googling your net worth. I'm a motherfucking expert. How you talking
Now she talking about, I know how his neck work. Y'all know what it is. Come on.
But I know how you you really hate my guts. Cause you bitches really young, you can't make this up. They calling me slim friend, but my weight is up. They telling me I should wait, nigga. Weight is up. Yeah, it's time. So when you see me with it, bitch, it's fine. These other bitches rappers always just rhymes. When talk, they call me I don't really brag up, but you don't talk about prices when your bag is up. Keep Mozo with so dick. I've been tough since I was wearing bobos, bitch. You get a bullet through your shirt with a nervous niggas think that they wrote those hits when they whole career they never go from shit. Not for me or anybody else. You always acting like you help a Pat, nigga.
So there you have it. The name was mentioned. This is why they put out the deceased, cease and dismissed. So yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? And what do you think about that? Do you think Pap being a B for actually, trying to get her to, go to court, take her to court if she continue? This is not just something that, they're going straight to court for right now. This is like a warning. This is only a warning. Stop it now, because if not, we're going to go further with this and come at you for defamation of character. You know what I mean? So that's what that's all about. All right. Some people saying that he's wrong for doing that. Some people saying, hey, why not? Go through the courts. Go for the pocketbook. Go for that bag. And, what do you think? Some people go to the streets. Some people go with the hands. Some people get people to go after that person, all that stuff. Pap taken to the courts. What's your thoughts on that? I would love to hear your perspective on that. Peace and blessings to everybody. Much love and respect. Thank you for chiming in. Do me the favor, share the page, like the page. Again, for those just chiming in, we're talking about the cease and dismiss for the song of the track that Remy put out. Pap Lawyers seemed fit that it would be right to contact her lawyers to let them know that, look, this is what your client is doing, and we don't like it. So we are warning you now to make sure you let your client know, stop what she's doing, because we about to ruin the whole flow and style that she's used to. So yeah, that's what's going on. That is what's going on. What you think about it? Let me know. Here's the letter, the actual letter. Yep, there's the actual letter right there. Go check it out for yourself. You can find it. A lot of stuff is public. And you tell me what's your thoughts on it. Cease and dismissed letter. Do you think they should go ahead and just let bygones be bygones? Y'all guys are battle rappers. Y'all are rappers. Y'all do this for a living. I think Pap Lawyers feel like she shouldn't be making no money off of his name. That's what that's all about. She shouldn't be making no money off of his name. And they feel she's dissing and assassinating his character publicly. That's all it's about. That's mainly what it's all about. Yep. Your thoughts on that? Yeah, I truly think, once again, they should battle it out, man. I think they should battle it out. Yep. Battle that thing out. Make money off it. Why not? Do you think that Remy is bitter? What's your thoughts on that? Do you think Remy is bitter? Again, the lawyers want her to remove that material. Literally remove it. They like, take that shit off the internet. Yep. Because it's a potential defamation of character. Yeah, that's a claim they can put in. So basically they're saying if you keep lying about Pap not writing your music, we're prepared to argue that this isn't just rap anymore. Real talk. It's false, factual accusation, damaging his reputation. Yeah. That's what that is. That's what they're going for. And people don't understand that. People looking at it like, oh, he lying about writing her raps. Now, if the man go into court and have proof that he actually was giving her detailed information about the raps and how she should write it and arrange it and all that, oh, she done, man. So if he did do or write some of those rhymes, he actually said it himself, 90%. Pap never really talked about stuff like that. He always stayed in the background. So if he did, she done. They're going to mess around and go after all that music and the money that she made. If she keep going on with this, that's going to be crazy.
You. I can type a word from any one of your verses for the past time I've been with you. I wrote like 3 songs on your first album. I can come in my email draft.
Just so you know, he said he wrote most of Conceited. I'm conceited. I got a reason.
Right now, which has dates on them, y'all. 2016, 14, and you can literally see her lyrics pop up. The whole rapper pop up. But let me say this though.
Poppy said you write 3 songs.
Yeah, man. That's going to be some deep stuff there, bro. That's going to be deep. So what you say, Miss Neal, peace and blessings. Thank you for chiming in. Much love to you. Much love and respect for chiming in to D.A.P. D.A.P. Miss Neal, make sure you go over to YouTube and press subscribe for the more upcoming topics that we're going to be having on YouTube. And press follow right here on Facebook. I appreciate you. I'm going to mention your comment right now. So Ms. Neal says, so little Clarence can just do what she want. She mentioned Remy every chance she get. He just being a silly sissy. She ain't say nobody name. It's music. People make diss tracks every day. He's really a woman in heels. Okay, I hear your point. But the thing about it, I'm going to say, when you mentioned Clarissa is not in court with Remy. That's one. She don't have no ties to her. Remy been mentioning her, and she been mentioning Remy. That's not the situation. They're not in court, is what I'm saying. Remy and Pap is in court. They're the one have the legal situation going on that need to be, from his lawyer's perspective, cease and dismiss. What else you said? You said something about, let me go back. He's being a sissy and he's being a woman in heels. Now, those are guilt tactics that you have to understand that's been used for many years. Calling a man a sissy because he's making a point or he is trying to keep someone, make them accountable for anything that they do. Now, if you notice, he's not really out there dissing her. He hasn't been dissing her. You know what I mean? Of course, they, like I said earlier, they said things about each other, you know, here and there, but he just stating his truth like she been stating her truth. And most times it looks like people that always say that I'm biased when it comes to situations like this. I'm just giving you another perspective on it. Most people that come at me as if I'm biased about this situation, but only projecting what they are and who they are. Most people are biased because they're on Remy's side, regardless of what. I can see both sides. But the reason why I come on here sometime and talk about the other side is because the other side is not being talked about. That's all. I know that people are more leaning towards Remy because they have love for her. I got love for her too. I play her music all the time. She dope. You know what I mean? She dope. But when it comes to situations like this, I think it's important that the other side is also looked at. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all. Again, you also said something about Neil that she didn't say his name. I want to play the song that she actually rapped at the event at Angie Martinez's spot. She did say his name. She may have not said his name on the recorded studio diss track. She may have not. But this is where she said it at. Let me grab it for you real quick. Once again, thank you for chiming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing. I'm taking the underdog. You know how in fighting and boxing, you know, some people are going with the bet of the, you know, most likely person to win. And that's what's happening, you know. I'm going against that. And sometimes, you know, people lose a lot of money because they're going with the most likely to win. And then the people that go with the underdog, yo, they cash out. They cash out big time because it's like you expecting this person to win. You expecting to believe this person. You know what I mean? You expect this person to be the truth because you like them so much. You know, you believe in them so much, but don't realize they can lie too. You know what I mean? So let me play that part for you far as her mentioning Pap's name on stage. And this is what people are not hearing. They don't care to hear this. They don't care to look at the fact that, yo, she's constantly disrespecting this man. And she was the first one who started the disrespect from the beginning publicly. He never wanted their business out in the streets like that. Word is born. To this day, Pap would be like, yo, look, I don't want to talk. I don't want to diss her. No, I ain't trying to knock her. In interviews, he's saying stuff like this. Real talk. This is the video.
Shout out to Angie Martinez that got niggas after my life because I said I'm single. I was forced to pick a celebrity crush. She picked Skepta.
Now, mind you, now, we talked about how they are still married, but she's talking about single. You know what I mean? While y'all talking about they still married. And she picking celebrity choices for her to deal with publicly. Y'all don't see that. But y'all still riding with, they still married. But not realizing she done did what she did. She out there way before Claressa's situation dealing with dudes.
Listen. You brought it up, Ray. To further clarify, I be single when niggas stop asking for half, but that's between me and y'all. Come on.
Now, once again, you heard me say this before, Miss Neal. Pap never asked for half. You never heard Pap ask for half. That never was said. Never was said from his lawyers. Never was said from his mouth. It only came from Remy's mouth. That's it. And the problem is people lean to that side just because she said it. Yeah.
You not getting half a shit, nigga.
Yeah, this track dope, I ain't gonna lie. And then she said, you not getting shh. Come on, man. Come on. Who you think she talking about? Everybody knows what she talking about. You ain't getting what?
Dummy on the beat, so it's a banger.
Yeah. Big Bronx. Nigga, it's reminisce. Ram, watch how you talk to me. I'm a mogul, bitch. You getting surgery in exchange for. I'm a king on a yacht or some YOLO shit. You keep jumping on my dick like a. In competition with herself, don't even know that bitch. Hoes be doing the most, so it's so dick. I've been cut since I was wearing bobos, bitch. You get a bullet through your shirt with a. Nerving niggas think that they wrote those hits when they whole career they never go from shit. Not for me or anybody else. You always acting like you help a pack, nigga.
There it is. There it is. She ain't say cat. She ain't say whack. She ain't say that. She said Pat. One more time. I'm gonna let you hear it again. Again, she may have never said it in the final recording of the actual song, his name. But once she mentioned the word Pat, the lawyers jumped on it. I was a dude. No, I don't want, No, listen. This is yada yada yada. This is yada yada yada. And he probably like, nah, but I don't want to go. You know what I mean? The lawyer's like, yo, listen. If she continued to make these songs, the public view, the public court is going to affect you in a way. And it's dissing you. It's actually, defaming you. You know what I mean? Defamation of character. He probably was like, you know what? Go with it. Yeah, she is going in. And it's wrong. I wrote them damn songs. You know what I mean?
You always acting like you help a pack, nigga. You know what the problem is. I don't really.
So there it is. I gave it to you. Go check it out. Go look for the videos yourself and hear the actual. Now, if someone added that word in this video, that's wrong. If it's AI, it's wrong. But this is what I'm hearing right here in my ear. So let me just say allegedly. How about that? Okay. Yeah, but everybody know who she's talking about. Nobody's stupid. All right. Much love and respect. I want you guys to, make sure you check out the Supreme Sunshine Shea Butter. And I always do the deliveries on Mondays. So if you want to get you a nice little few jars of that banging Supreme Sunshine Shea Butter, hit me up on that. What you say, Neil? She said she'll be single when people stop asking for half. Yeah, but like I said, we know who she's talking about. But at the end of the day, she's online on social media and the media itself looking for a partner. Live. That's single. She's moving single. Remember, they separated. So what else you said? I heard her. I heard her already. You just want to bop to it again. Yeah, I tell you, the track is dope. I like the track. It's not her. It's not her track. It's not her music though. She wrote lyrics to it. It ain't hers. This track is fire, and she's spitting. I mean, she rocking. I mean, the diss is dope and everything. You know what I mean? Got to give it to her. Yeah, but I'm gonna get out of here. I got some things I got to do, but I appreciate you guys chiming in. Much love and respect to the good energy people. D.A.P. D.A.P. You've been dapped. Much love.